Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Clarissa Rodriguez, Chair of the New York State Workers' Compensation Board. Thank you for attending today, for joining us. Today's meeting is being webcast live for members of the public, so welcome. And it is also being interpreted by an ASL interpreter. Thank you for being here. I now have the honor of calling the 1,023rd meeting of the full board to order. Madam Secretary, will you please call attendance?
Yes. Vice Chair Foster,
Here.
Board Member Higgins,
Here.
Board Member Lobin,
Here.
Board Member Williams,
Here.
Board Member Hull,
Here.
Board Member Crane,
Here.
Board Member Stasko,
Here.
Board Member Tavares,
Here.
Board Member Caginelli,
Here.
Board Member DeLong,
Here.
Board Member Delgado,
Here.
and Board Member Perez.
Here.
We have a full board today.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Agenda item 1, approval of the June 13th, 2023 meeting minutes. Board members, you've all received a copy of the June 2023 meeting minutes for your review. Are there any questions or need for discussion? Okay, hearing none, board members, may I please have a motion to accept the board meeting minutes for June?
Yes, Board Member Delgado, I make a motion to approve the June 13th, 2023 board meeting minutes.
Thank you, Board Member Delgado. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Cancinelli, and I second that motion.
Thank you, Board Member Caginelli. Are there any objections to the motion? Okay, hearing none. Board members, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Hearing none, I am also a yes, that motion is passed. Thank you, board members. Agenda item 2, Office of General Counsel's Departmental Report. General Counsel Heather McMaster will now present the statistical and informational report for the month of June. Welcome, Heather.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, Madam Chair, Vice Chair, and board members. In June 2023, in the Office of General Counsel, the Adjudication Division held 17,234 hearings. Cases were resolved at 11,235 of these hearings, and the Adjudication Division issued 352 reserve decisions. The Adjudication Division also finalized 1,977 waiver agreements. In the Administrative Review Division, 1,167 applications were received, 862 were processed, and there are currently 5,590 pending. In Legal Affairs Division, there were 137 full board review applications received, 99 were processed, and there are currently 234 pending. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Heather. Board members, are there any questions or need for discussion? Okay, hearing none, may I please have a motion to accept Heather's departmental report?
Yes, Board Member Delgado, I make a motion to accept the Office of General Counsel's departmental report.
Thank you, Board Member Delgado. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Cancinelli, and I second that motion.
Thank you, Board Member Caginelli. Board members, is there any opposition to the motion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, I am also yes, that motion is passed. Thank you. Agenda item 3, license applications. Senior Attorney Eugene Martin will now present the licensing applications for the month of June.
Good morning, Chair Rodriguez, Vice Chair Foster, board members, and colleagues. You have before you the recommendations from the assigned board panel regarding the licensing applications listed in Part 3 of today's agenda. Under Section 24A, Judith Ramos Meyer, 3 years. Teresa Baerga, 3 years. Under Section 53B, Omni Underwriting Managers LLC, doing business as Future Comp, qualifying officer Daniel Connolly, 3 years. GCG Risk Management Incorporated, qualifying officer Amy Levitt, Esquire, 3 years. NCA Comp Incorporated, qualifying officer Kevin Gregory, 3 years. Oryx Insurance Brokerage Incorporated, qualifying officer Christopher Weiland, Esquire, 3 years. St. Lawrence Lewis Bosse's, qualifying officer Daniel Falch, Esquire, 3 years. Under Section 53D, Sedgwick Claims Management Services Incorporated, qualifying officer Matthew Mead, Esquire, 3 years. UPMC Benefit Management Services Incorporated, qualifying officer Christopher Weiland, Esquire, 2 years. present these recommendations to the board for your consideration.
Okay, thank you so much, Eugene. Board members, are there any questions or need for discussion? Okay, hearing none, is there any opposition? I'm sorry, may I please have a motion to accept the report of the Office of General Counsel's licensing applications?
Yes, Board Member Delgado, I make a motion to accept the recommended licensing applications.
Okay, thank you, Board Member Delgado. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Cancinelli, and I second that motion.
Okay, thank you, Board Member Caginelli. Is there any opposition to the motion? Okay, hearing none, board members, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, I am also a yes, that motion is passed. Thank you, board members. Agenda item 4, legal appeals. Heather McMaster will now present the recommendations concerning decisions by the appellate division.
Thank you, Madam Chair. With respect to items 4A and B, it is the Office of General Counsel's recommendation to adopt the decisions of the court as the decisions of the board.
Okay, thank you, Heather. Board members, may I please have a motion to accept the recommendations of the Office of General Counsel?
Yes, Board Member Delgado, I make a motion to accept the recommendations of the Office of General Counsel regarding the legal appeals.
Okay, thank you, Board Member Delgado. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Cancinelli, and I second that motion.
Thank you, Board Member Caginelli. Is there any opposition to the motion? Okay, hearing none, board members, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, I am also a yes, that motion is passed. Thank you. Agenda item 5, mandatory full board review. We have case 5A, NYC DEP, case number G3223565. Is there a motion with respect to 5A on the agenda?
Yes, Madam Chair, as Board Member Sam Williams, I move that the majority opinion be adopted as the opinion of the full board.
Thank you, Board Member Williams. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Lauren Logan, and I second the motion.
Okay, thank you. Are there any recusals from this matter? Hearing none, is there any opposition to the motion?
Yes, this is Board Member Hull, there's opposition.
Okay, in light of the opposition, I call upon the secretary for a roll call vote.
Board Member Caginelli,
No.
Board Member Crane,
Yes.
Board Member Delgado,
Yes.
Board Member DeLong,
Yes.
Board Member Higgins,
Yes.
Board Member Hull,
No.
Board Member Laban,
Yes.
Board Member Perez,
Yes.
Board Member Stasko,
No.
Board Member Tavares,
Yes.
Board Member Williams,
Yes.
Vice Chair Foster,
Yes.
and Chair Rodriguez.
Yes.
This passed.
Okay,
10 to
it
3.
passes 10 to 3. Thank you. Agenda item 6, discretionary full board review. I now turn this portion of the agenda over to Vice Chair Frida Foster.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the cases listed in item 6 on your agenda, it's been recommended that full board review be granted. Those cases are 6A, matter of Fordham University, 6B, matter of New York State Office, 6C, New York City Transit Authority, and 6D, Department of Corrections. I move to refer the cases back to their respective panels for further consideration.
Okay, thank you. Board members, is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Cancinelli, and I second that motion.
Okay, thank you. Are there any recusals from any of these matters? Okay, is there any opposition to the motion? Okay, hearing none. Board members, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, I am also a yes, that motion is passed. Thank you. Agenda item 7, board members, is there any other business? Okay, well, before we adjourn, I would like to acknowledge that board member Frederick Osley is no longer serving on the board. Mr. Osley will be missed, and we thank him for his many years of dedicated service to the board. Mr. Osley will actually be replaced by board member Glorabel Perez, who's joining us here today, who was appointed to the board and confirmed by the Senate last month. Mrs. Perez is a triple-barred attorney with a distinguished legal career marked by a steadfast commitment to public service. Mrs. Perez worked as a commercial litigation associate at a Manhattan law firm before serving as a court attorney in the New York County Surrogates Court. More recently, Mrs. Perez served as an administrative law judge at the New York State Industrial Board of Appeals. In that role, her responsibilities included presiding over hearings and drafting decisions concerning the reasonableness of rules, regulations, and orders issued by the New York State Commissioner of Labor concerning various wage provisions of the New York State labor law. Through her involvement with various bar associations, Mrs. Perez has organized Know Your Rights events, continuing legal education programs, and volunteer opportunities, all aimed at increasing access to justice for individuals. Mrs. Perez holds a BA in economics from Barnard College, Columbia University, and a JD from Pace Law School. We welcome Mrs. Perez to the board and look forward to working with her. Thank you, Mrs. Perez. Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay, and with that, board members, may I please have a motion to adjourn today's meeting?
Yes, Board Member Delgado, I make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Board Member Delgado. Is there a second?
Yes, board member, this is Pam Cantinelli, and I second that motion.
Thank you, Board Member Caginelli. Is there any opposition to the motion? Okay, hearing none, board members, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, I am also a yes, meeting adjourned. Thank you all.